Okay everybody, the last portion of this video in this training is going to be on how you can share videos from YouTube to different people and a couple different methods we can use. One for students on blended schools, one for sharing with parents and students, and we'll show that specifically for this task, and a third one that I'm going to suggest you don't do. The first thing we need to do is go to youtube.com. Now I just clicked on the subscriptions just to keep me away from the front page because, as you know, YouTube sometimes has some inappropriate content, so we're going to leave that be for now. Now what I'm going to do here is click on the arrow here and then go over to Video Manager, because that's what we're using today. And this will have all of the videos that you've ever uploaded. Now what I want to show you really quickly is how we can change. If you remember from the previous video, I told you could not change a video to unlisted, or you couldn't select that option. You can change it actually in about 5 seconds. So if you do have an interest and you remember that from the previous video, click on Edit on whatever video it is. You could change it over to unlisted if you would like, and then just push Save Changes, and that's actually it. We're not going to do that though, so I'm just going to leave it be because I want to leave this one as public so that we don't have any, in case anybody wants to search for it, they could. Now, what you need to do is share this video. How are you going to do that? We're going to click on this video, and it's going to bring it up here now in the page that students would see. Now, if you look on the right, what you now have are some random videos here that are suggested videos. Why? Because YouTube wants you to keep clicking because that helps them with advertising. Oftentimes what they'll have at the top is one that is a sponsored video, and that's really one of the ways that they're making their money on YouTube. Now, some of these can be distracting and totally off task and off topic, so we don't really want to use this. Plus, to be quite honest with you, it doesn't really look overly professional. So how can we share this? Well, if you were to use this specific URL from the top, and you said, okay, I'm just going to send this to somebody, well then what will happen is they'll get to the exact same page you are at here with all the suggested videos and all the extra fluff that you don't really want. How can we change that? Here's what you can do. We're going to come down here below the video and click on Share. Next, we have this here. It's giving us the link. We're not going to use this link though, because if we use this link, it's going to give us all the same stuff on the side. We're going to click on Embed. Now I'll show you two different uses for this. The first one is the only one that you need to know for this right now. The second one will be how you can actually use this to input a video into blended schools in a nice clean way. That'll only take an extra minute, so stick around if you're willing to see that. For this, what you have to do is share this video, and what you'll do is you'll email the link that I'm going to show you in a second to whoever it is who's collecting those links. We're going to highlight and copy from the middle of this embed code. Again, we're under embed. And what you're going to do is go to where it says www.youtube.com/embed, then it gives the specific code for the video, $REL = 0. We're going to copy that. Now what is the difference between these two videos here? I will show you as we go. What we have now is this video is showing up with no suggestions on the side and nothing else, no distracting ideas, versus this one shows up like this. So let's say you have a course catalog that you want parents to look through. If they click on it and you've done it in this fashion, they're going to come and see all this random stuff. If you do it the other way, they're going to click and only see what you want them to see, which is the video explaining your course. This is a far superior method, as I think you can imagine. So we're going to use that embed code, copy it, email it to the person who needs it, and then you're done. So that's a pretty quick thing. Now, let's talk really quickly here about those of you who may want to use this for a different purpose. Maybe you want to use it for your class so that you can record a video of something, whether it be a lecture or directions for some sort of project or whatever else. How can you use that? Here's how we do it really quickly here. You're just going to highlight the whole thing and copy it. So copy the whole code. Next, we're going to go over to our Blended Schools account, and this was a sample that I tried right before this, so I'll delete this so that we don't have it there. And we're going to go to this, Build Content, and then Item. So we're in our Blended Schools, wherever it is that you would like to add your video. Build Content, Item. I'm going to call it Video Explanation. You can call it whatever you would like. Then I'm going to click in the box down here, and then hover over what says HTML Code View. Now for many of you, you probably don't even see that. You probably just see this. Okay. So to make it so you can see those greater options, you're going to come over to the far right with a double down arrow. Click on Show More. Hover over HTML code. Click on it. It gives you this box that you're thinking, okay, I'm just going to type whatever I want, but you really need to be careful here. All that you're going to do is simply push Paste, which is Command V on our Mac computers. Push Update. Then push Submit. And voila, what you now have is your video right here in Blended Schools, so that students can just push play and not be distracted by everything else. If you would like, you can change the size too. So let's say you want this to be larger so they don't have to even leave that screen. You could change it so it's 960 by 720. It changes the code for you right here. All you have to do is copy it again. So then we'll go back over here. I'm going to come in. I'm going to change this, and you can see the size in case you do have an interest in changing around the size. And you now have basically got a very large screen video that's going to show up and play for the students once they push play. Again, not having to leave the environment, not having to see all the suggested stuff on YouTube. It will keep them a little bit more focused. It might be something nice to use in the future. So, that in total is how you can use YouTube to share videos, whether it be with other teachers and students via email, or to share it with students via Blended Schools. I hope that was clear.